Got my vape pen.
Got my vape pen, dude. Got my fucking my non-nick.
Got my
Man.
nicotine.
Are we on?
Yeah, we are on.
Oh, we are on. What's
I
up?
just kind of just threw it up.
You just threw it up?
Yeah, it's just so funny. I was
just
like,
threw it up like a gang sign.
yeah, just threw it up. But it's funny, fucking. When I was doing one with Dino Dad and Michael the other week, where you popped in.
Yeah, I popped in.
But I just like started it when you were taking a shit because Dino Dad was like talking to some lady or whatever.
You guys knew I was taking a shit, huh?
Well, I just started it because Dino Dad was saying literally, he's like, yo, he's like, I'm down to do the pod, but if some girl talks to me or like I get, meet some girl, I'm gonna go because you're supposed to go on a date or something, right? And then you didn't go on the date, and then like moments before we were about to start the pod, I just set everything up, all this, all that. This lady just has caught his fancy or something. They're just talking a bunch, and I was just like, well, I just set all this up, waited to go after this.
One of the three women at A-Win,
was just like just talking Dino Dad's ear up about comedy and just stuff or whatever. And I was like, well, I just set all this up.
Yeah,
I waited till the end of the thing. So I was like, I'm just gonna press start and just have me and like if he
super dope.
And even if he leaves with that girl, I'll at least now have not swindled, but I have forced Mike to do the pod with me. And you're here, you were there anyway. So I was like, David will just hop in.
Yeah, I'll hop in.
And I was just like, it's just gonna happen, you know.
So you were like, I want to get Dino Dad laid.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna start it, and if he wants to do the pod, he can. Because I've already set it all up, or he can just continue to talk to that lady. I even told him, I was like, just keep talking, dude. Yeah. He's like, well, I want to get eyes. And Michael was like, you think there's structure to this?
Wait, so he was talking to some girl while on the pod, but the girl was like, over here.
So I was like waiting for them, and I've been waiting. Yeah. And Dino Dad now been talking to this chick for, I don't know, a couple minutes, and I've just been sitting there waiting with Michael, and I was like, I think I'm just going to start it. And I just started it. And like Michael, he was still fucking talking to her. And like he finally just was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do the pod." I was like, "No, dude, you can." I even said, "I was like, you can talk to him, or to her, fuck it. Like I don't care. Like it'd be nice for you to do the pod if you want to have." And honestly, dude, I got some good clips.
I told you
from them.
I told you, man. I told you after the pod. I was like, bro, that was a really good pod. The lighting, all of the. Like,
did you see how Dino Dad roasted Michael? You see the clip that I made?
Yeah.
He's like, and forever green, and Michael literally just like lost his shit because Michael. I think Michael used to probably spit that as a bar, and Dino Dad didn't realize how hard he was roasting him.
It's so funny too because Michael is from fucking from California, and like not the same area from where I'm from, but like I know we grew up in similar ways, and I know he grew up spitting freestyles in the back of a fucking Honda Civic,
I bet
like I did, motherfucker. Michael, shout out Mike Aguilar, and like he took that to heart when fucking Dino Dad's Seattle ass was like, you didn't just said what he said. And Michael was like, fuck.
Well, I was like telling Michael, and I was like, Michael, I assure you. And I was like, I hate lyrical rap, and I was like, I don't really like rap that much anymore. Anyway, like I will tell you this: like super retarded rap will always have like a soft spot in my heart. Like how the one time you spent the night with me, I was like, the lifestyle.
Yeah, I didn't know you liked Young Thug as much as you did until I spent the night.
Yeah, I didn't even like. I forget how much I like that music sometimes because it's just so dumb.
Yeah,
like it's it's like it's comedy. To me, when I'm trying to look up the lyrics and the like Rap Genius, the website literally is like, I don't know what it says there.
Well, dude, it's like it was 4 a.m. You didn't show me any comedy on YouTube. You showed me a 3 minutes Young Thug song, and we were dying, laughing. We were up and just laughing, bro. And your girlfriend at the time was just in bed, like she had to wake up for in a couple hours for work, and we were just bumping Young Thug in the living room, just fucking at 4:30 in the morning. Even I was a little pissed. I was like, dude, I haven't slept, Pierce. This is your house, but I haven't slept, bro.
This is something, just the dog in me, bro. I got to bump Young Thug at 4:30 in the morning, bro.
It was so cool, though. I didn't complain. I was like, hey, bro, what am I going to do?
I was like, the last like, bro, that should be funny as fuck. Like, just, I don't know, super retarded rap is hilarious to me. Just like not. And Michael's like, well, it's all the beat. I was like, duh. No one cares what you're saying, dog.
Yeah, it's 2023.
It's just like how when I go up it's like how I go up to an open mic. No one cares what I'm saying. Yeah. They only care when I make a fucking 15-second clip and clip it on YouTube and ruin the bit. I actually have to chop up the bit and fucking gut it from all of its fucking like, dude, when I chop up bits now and I get like 3,000 views on them, and I have to literally take out all of the like.
I notice it too when you do it.
It's like not as funny, but you have to because more people see it.
Yeah, because it almost looks like a one-liner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you're supposed to do. That they and the more you have it like chopping the screen like that, it keeps people engaged because the screen is flashing.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, most people probably know this, but like some people are new to posting reels, but like it's only 60 seconds. So like if you can get it under 30, many people's attention span are just like
you have to
not there now. So like.
Bro, if you don't get it 15 seconds, like I'll have clips, right, that will pop.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, that'll be like 30, 40 seconds, right? I had a clip that was 60 seconds and I had to repost it probably 10 times and delete it before it got a few thousand views. And I took that same clip, dude, clipped it down into 15 seconds and got like 3,000 views immediately.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like instantly, because
I hear you.
So this guy, this YouTube dude that I've been watching just on how to like monetize and shit, like you have to post clips 15 seconds. Like if you don't make them 15 seconds long, you're missing out on major views.
Yeah, exactly.
Like last night, dude, I literally posted 3 views, 15 seconds minimum each, and I got over like at 2,000, 3,000 on each clip.
Wait, you posted 3 videos?
Just last night.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I posted one video like 2 nights ago. And it was taking a little while for it to catch traction, you know.
But yeah,
I waited a whole day, and I posted it again. Yeah. And dude, within like 4 hours, there's 1,800.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of things that go into the fact, but like dude, lighting. Like there's so like they say you're supposed to have like a screen reaction like every like 3 or 4 seconds or something.
What is that?
That's like the screen like switching to another thing just to keep it chopped up. And you're supposed to do like call to actions at the end of your videos and shit. So
in the videos, you're saying the YouTube algorithm wants you to chop up stuff.
If you do certain things to the algorithm, right? So each website, like I've been spending so much time looking at it, and like I've been finally like figuring out like consistencies. Like I could probably post a clip right now and get a few thousand views on it if I do the
we just film it right now. Just do it.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do it on camera.
You're like, look at this shit.
I mean, it's like I've gotten like 40 followers just in the past like week doing it.
Yeah. No, that's something I wanted to talk to you about as well too, bro, because like most of the comedy scene where I'm in Seattle, right, we see it, and a lot of people aren't even on YouTube, and then when they post shit on social media, it's just a picture of them holding a microphone.
So it's just like I will say this,
what are you doing this really for, you know? If you're
I mean, I'm at a point where I'm just like, if I ever want to get like spots and shit, I gotta make like a social media presence, or I gotta suck a club owner's dick. So it's like I'd rather just like put in the work, you know what I mean, and just like show that I have something of like value, you know.
Yeah, because nowadays followings and views like count as work.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like, dude, it is work at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like if you go in and you're editing and all this shit, like I hate watching my clips and shit, but I just like I have to do it.
Here.
I have to like whatever. It's but like I said, like someone in Pennsylvania, shout out to that dude. He said he watches the pod and shit. It's like shout out to that guy.
What's his name?
I'd have to look it up. I don't fucking remember, dude. It sucks. I can't remember.
He hates you.
I'm sure he does. I never even met the guy, dude.
I'm just
dude from fucking like by Harrisburg. Shout out to you, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like shit like that. Where it's like I wouldn't even have met those people. Now I have opportunities like in another city that I grew up from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like,
dude, I hear you. It's
you know
like,
I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. It's like I got booked to do a show in fucking North Hollywood in California, and I am from California, and no clubs up here are fucking with me in Seattle, bro. So like to go back down to your hometown and just do some comedy, no matter what you're doing, bro, if it's a house show or whatever, like that shit means a lot. You know?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like I just want to be able to get up and shit, but it's just like the fact that like I can meet someone that I made laugh in a different like state on the internet.
Yeah, and it was through
just social
YouTube,
media,
right?
It was through Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah, he just saw one of my clips.
All right, like through a reel.
Yeah.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah, he just saw one of my reels.
And how'd you figure out he was from PA?
Well, because I posted this thing. Remember when, like, because I see people. A lot of people have been. I got like 215 followers just in a week, right? So it's like I don't really like look at who follows me like that.
Same.
It's just like I like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I'll maybe look for a second. If I don't recognize them, like I'll maybe check. But if I don't recognize the person right, I just dismiss it. I'm like, I don't know who that is. It's just like the internet, you know?
Same, dude. I've been unfollowing a lot
of people. But he sent me a private message because I posted a story because people were talking a bunch of shit to me on one of the clips that I showed you. Remember I told you it was like 6 people just roasting me, like when I was doing the whippets. Like fucking, he's like, this is what you do when you have no talent, and just like all this shit.
Yeah, that was.
And I posted it on IG, and I was like, man, people be roasting me. I was like, this is awesome, you know, basically.
Yeah, and you were like, it's some interaction.
he sent me a private message. He was like, oh, dude, fuck them, dude. You're funny. He's like, I've been watching your clips and shit.
Yeah, sick.
And I was like, and I looked at his fucking, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Because like it just went into my request folder or whatever, but it like notified me. And I was like, who is this guy? And I clicked on his pictures and it said he's like from like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, like where I'm like kind of where I'm, it's like 20-30 minutes from where I grew up. And I was like, I messaged him, I was like, where the fuck are you from, dude? You know? And he's like, oh yeah, from blah, 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 Pennsylvania. And I was like, how the fuck did you find me? And he was just like, oh, I just like watched one of, he's like, I just saw a clip of yours and just thought you were funny, so I followed you.
Damn, that's dope, dude.
So it's just, but he's like, you're funny as shit, man. And I was like, dude, I'm from there.
Yeah.
Dude, if you could let me know where the mics are when I'm fucking in town this summer, and let me know. And now it's just like, I'll have mics. I'll go have something to do when I go home, you know? So it's social media. So it's like, that's cool.
That's super sick, dude.
Because it's just like, I'm trying to like stay away from like all the drama with people and stuff, but it's just like, I've been meeting and like, just, you know what I mean? It's like weird. It's like comedians and people I would have never bonded with. I've been like, oh, I've been watching the pod or like seeing your clips or it's like fucking Ryle or whatever the other day was like, dude, love your Instagram, you know?
Oh, really? Yeah. I haven't shout out Ryle Smith, right?
Yeah. Shout out to him because he came with me. I never even knew like me and him. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how I feel with people or how they think of my comedy. You know what I mean? Because I don't really talk. He's like, same. I can't talk to everyone. It's impossible. Yeah. But when he said that to me, I was like, oh, hell yeah, bro. Like, mad love, bro. Yeah, because it's like because he followed me and shit. And I was just like, dude, that's dope. That like people just are like, yo, good shit.
Is he still? Is he doing shows at the Underbelly?
I'm not sure.
You didn't talk to him about any of that.
It was so like quick the moment. I think it was at Waterwheel or something. But it's like shit like that where it's like,
I see the pod. I watch what you're doing, and that's cool because like you've been saying that you've been getting a lot of good feedback.
Well, yeah, it's like good feedback, and it's like I said, sometimes where it's like when someone gives me props for anything in comedy, I'm like, oh, dude, they don't like hate my comedy, like they appreciate that like I'm just a wild creature, but you know what I mean? It's like I made them laugh, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like this pod too opened up a different side
for sure.
Like, oh, PJ is not all just
I had with fucking Dino Dad on that. That was rare. Yeah, I'm not all just crazy, dude. But
yeah.
So I am a normal human being in some essence. I'm not like fucking super crazy, but I do go on stage and just swing for the fences. But it's just like the point of comedy.
Shit. I'm like, PJ kidnapped me to be here. Look at this fucking room. It's all white.
Oh my god, hell yeah.
Help me.
But yeah, I just like, dude, I don't know, man. I enjoy doing the pop, but like I said, it's like if I can keep doing that, and I've been doing the pop for like a month and a half, and like I just started making clips like a week or two ago, you know, and I really just got on Instagram like a week or two ago as well. And if I can keep growing at that rate and just like meeting people throughout like just that on the internet, I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
you know, especially for whatever career or anything I want to do in comedy and make money. Because it's just like I'm on a point where I have so much fucking material, I have so much to fucking say and this and that. It's just like I can only get so much fucking stage time out here, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I deserve more stage time, but it's just like I don't know, you know. I just like I've been really putting in the work, but I've only been doing it for a year. I'm all right for right now. I've only been doing it for a year, like a little over a year. So
have you been doing comedy up here now where you live?
Here in Everett?
Yeah.
I went out to try to go out to Tony V's after I dropped you off on Monday, and by the time I got there, they were already done.
So it's open now? I thought it was
so apparently this is what fucking Adam told me. He told me that they were having trouble getting people on God, what am I fucking talking about? Hired to work the shifts. They were having trouble staffing. And he told me it was when we were doing what's Logan's pod.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, shout out Logan. I don't know if the name of his pod is, but Saint Logan. I don't know what the other one is.
Rough Sets.
Yeah, Rough Sets or whatever.
Logan Cantrell or Contro.
Yeah.
The fuck.
But Adam Tiller has a mic in Tony V's, and he said it was Tony V's in fucking Everett. He said that they would be back next week, and so I pulled up after I dropped you off when we were doing mics on Monday, trying to see if I could get up there.
Nothing.
And like I said, they were done. Like what's his name was already wrapping up the mics. You know, he was putting shit away, and I didn't even like ask him if I could get up. I just like walked out. They didn't even see me.
Yeah, dude.
Because I was just like, they're done. Whatever. I'm just gonna go home. So I want to do that, but there's really nothing to do up here other than that.
Yeah. Well, fucking. Besides that, how's your jock itch been?
God damn, dude. Honestly, dude, it's been way better. But like,
because every time I see you now, you're like, I got my fucking jock itch,
dude.
Bro, I'm like, damn, this fool has had a jock itch for like a week and a half now.
Boy, it's like finally going away. And like, I don't know. Yesterday, like it seemed like it was like totally gone. And then this morning I woke up in a little bit and it was like I was a little itchy and I was like, God damn it. And I was just like, and I had to like dust all my shit off for the first time in a few days. So it's just like I just gotta keep up doing the shit.
Keep up.
And then God, dude, I fucking hate fucking jock itch. I've never had it so bad in my life. Honestly.
God, I don't think I've ever had that, honestly.
Dude, the funny thing is,
don't you get that from like wearing a cup or some shit like that?
You just get it from just sweating too much and just like, I don't know, not having enough breathing room. I think it was too just when I dropped that soda on me when we were in Tacoma. So I had like a heat rash, right? And then that soda exploded in me before we went to Logan's and did his pod, and I had soda all up in my groin.
Oh yeah.
For like,
dude, I remember.
For like, I don't know, like fucking 3 hours, and I fucking my shit just got all fucked up after that.
It's bad.
Yeah, so it's like that's what it was from. It was just like spilling shit on myself and not being able to clean it off right away. Yeah, so it sucked. It sucked. And I got a major case of like jock itch for fucking going almost like a week and a half now. And like it's finally really cleared up. Like it was bad, dude. I thought I was gonna go to the doctor and it cleared up. But it's so funny. I was like listening to a pod last night and this guy was just going on about how he got like ringworm and it spread all around his penis and shit. I was like, wow, that's not as bad as what I was dealing with.
That's what it sounded like to me. I was like, fuck, this one has a ringworm around his dick. Or like around his penis.
It definitely wasn't ringworm, dude.
Same thing around his fucking balls.
It's the jock itch definitely spread. It sucked. It was crazy. But it was like all over my groin area and on my balls. And it definitely was jock itch. It wasn't ringworm. Ringworm looks way different. Like it was just fucking itchy as shit. Shit sucked, dude. Like fuck, man. It was so funny. I actually just wrote a bit because like fucking I thought this was kind of funny because I was like, I remember growing up I was like, why are people nudists? You know, like I'll just run the bit fucking by you. Why are people nudists? Yeah. Okay. And, you know, I always would like, what would drive people to just want to be like naked all the time? Is it the
sex drive or is it? Do you think?
No, I think this is my opinion. Now this is the bit. Is I think it takes one bad case of jock itch. And you're like, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna be naked because that's what you need to do when you have.
You mean they want to spread it?
Yeah, you gotta air out your shit. So like they're yeah, hell yeah, that's funny.
I never want to go to a nude beach now.
That's like what it is, dude. Think about all these old people that want to be naked all the time. They probably just can't get rid of that jock itch unless they just sit around naked. Because that's what you were supposed to do. Is you're supposed to air your junk out and keep it dry down there. And the only way to really do that, that's like why it's like I haven't been able to work out or whatever. I've been like sitting around the past like week, just sitting around naked, airing my junk out. And I was like, this is how people become nudists. It's like I don't want to put clothes anymore. Well, it's just like it just takes one case. You just get that one bad batch of jock itch, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm just naked now all the time."
Oh my god, dude! So nude beaches are for
jock itch.
For jock itch.
Yeah, you got mad jock itch, bro. But I'm just saying that it's got to be it, dude. That's what drives you. It's like people wonder how they how people become a certain way, you know. Like you just watch one bad fucking news piece on Fox News and now you're a crazy Republican. They just get you, you know. They're just like I was like they're trying to make your 4-year-old trans, and now they're like, God damn it, these people need Jesus. You know what I mean? And that's like now you're just a Republican, and like now you just get one bad case of jock itch, you know, and you're just like, I can't. I have to be naked, otherwise like my shit's just gonna get wrecked. And now you're like, now I'm a nudist, you know. Like now, I just want to be
trying to keep up with everything you just said right now. I'm just like, it was so everywhere. It's like, David, for fucking Republicans, the fucking the jock itch.
Yeah, it's like people. It's like the same for like, let's say a Democrat. Like some little kids get shot in a school, and the libs like, I'm trying to ban guns now. God damn it, it's wrong. These kids in school. I don't know how that's like. I'm comparing that to jock itch, but I. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, man.
But it's just like, you have one bad day and then it pushes you over the edge and now you're just a drug addict.
Yeah, and you have jock itch, you're a drug addict,
you're a nudist.
You're a nudist.
You're a Republican and a Democrat. You're basically retarded. It's crazy. I can't tell if we're a center, middle, left, or middle, right podcast yet.
I don't know, dude. I just hop on here and I'm like, well, I don't know what Pierce is going to say today. So
it's called manic depression. Some known it now as a new term, bipolar.
What's good though is you have actual people on here that like, it's different people too. Sometimes it is the same people. Like I've been on here a couple of times, but like it doesn't look like you just do this by yourself.
Yeah, thank God. I don't think people would watch if I was just talking by myself. Let me know in the comments. I guarantee you, no one will comment. What would you think about?
Talked about yourself, not about yourself, but talked by yourself and had opinions about things.
Did news. Did the news.
Like news. Yeah, or some shit. Dude.
I'm like, these goddamn trans kids need to get out of our schools. No. Just ranting.
Just go off. Fuck, dude.
I'm like, they should legalize all the drugs and just sell them to all the retards.
Maybe we won't have so many goddamn retards.
I was like, and they just monetize the drugs like they did with the marijuana, and they just make money off it and fix the goddamn economy.
Oh shit, dude. You know what I did want to talk about? Oh God!
I was like, weed's the only thing helping this economy here in Seattle. Maybe we just legalize heroin. They already did it, and they just profit off of it.
Where'd they do that at?
I'm just saying, like they have like you have injection sites in like Seattle now, so you can just go shoot heroin.
For real?
They've had those for a couple years now, dude.
I thought they only had sites where you go get your needles or like.
No, they have like safe injection sites where they'll like help you with a doctor and they'll shoot you up with stuff. Because people are so sick on heroin that they need it. Goddamn America. Goddamn libtards fucking, I don't know what they're doing.
Save America.
I get that. I'm all for the safe injection sites, but just make it a store now, goddamn it, and just put them on your dope.
What would you name the store?
Heron.
Heron?
Yeah.
Like, well, how do you spell it?
I don't know. Heron. Heron.
Like a dash in between Heron. Heron.
I just there was this one rap song that my friend would listen to. I forget who it was. It was like, and it wasn't Lil Peep, but it was some like Lil Peep type artist, and his song would just be like, the chorus would just be like Heron, 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 and this whole song is about him just loving heroin. It's just it was a really bad song. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, it was funny watching Michael just like he's like, nah dog, I rap, and then Dino Dad came at him. That was great. Good old rap. Shout out to rap music. You know what rap is a really close to? Me. Like rapper is basically you just one P off rapper, and guess what you are? A raper.
Yeah.
And that's
you don't want to be that.
Yeah, you don't want to be the and like, dude, let's be real. Most rappers are rapers. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be a rapping rapist.
Rapping rapist.
I mean, not a rapping racist. A rapping rapist.
Oh, dude. So fucking like, I have I have this like new thing I want to do. Like, I don't know how I want to word the bit yet, but I was just thinking about it because like, I don't know if you've ever noticed that like a lot of like really gay white men, right, are like super racist. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Like if you're a gay white guy, like you definitely say the N-word and like say like call Mexican people bad things.
Oh yeah, not in public, but
behind closed doors. Like if I'm fucking doing like if I was like doing like some drugs with a gay white guy, because it would come out. Yeah. Like I used to go nightclubbing with, and go party with like a bunch of like, especially my ex, bunch of gay white guys were like her friends, and they were so fucking racist. Like they were just so racist. But I want to be like, kind of want to talk about that in the bit. I don't know where I want to go with it. But also after I did it, I was like, and why are black people so homophobic? You know, what's up with that? It's like this like war of like black people hating white gay people, and it's like kind of weird that no one ever talks about it.
I hear you on that.
You know?
I feel you on that.
And then it's just like, it's like I hang out with people and do drugs, and drugs they don't see color, you know?
You're like, God damn, more heroin sites.
Yeah. Drugs don't see color. Drugs, they aren't racist, you know? They can't be because they're just inherent nothing, you know? But when you hang out and do drugs with a lot of people, you start to learn, you start to see things, you know?
And drugs do come from racial backgrounds.
I mean, they're gay, you know? Maybe a lot of gay white men are doing drugs and a lot of black people are doing drugs. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know statistics. These are just the things and the experiences that I'm having.
You're like, go Mariners. That shit was so funny.
That's like honestly one of my best videos. Like honestly, that
because nothing was working, and you were like, "Go Mariners, guys!"
Well, that's all that was on their mind, you know. And I could tell because I was like, dude, I'll never get their attention if I don't like just let these people like enjoy that the Mariners just won a playoff game, you know.
Oh, it was during that time.
Yeah, the Mariners were losing it, and like there was a bunch of dumb, retarded, fucking autistic, fucking open micers trying to push through their sets while the whole bar is there to watch a Mariners game.
Yeah,
and so it's like I gave those people a minute to chant, you know, and they were like, "Yeah." And then as soon as I was in media, I was like, I don't even give a fucking care about sports, and everyone laughed because they were like, they knew I didn't. Like, I'm here to do an open mic. I don't watch fucking baseball because I'm not fucking retarded. Who the fuck watches? The only people that watch baseball, dude, gamble. Is the only dude. Why? How else would you make baseball entertaining without putting money on the line
or your mortgage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have like, dude. The only people I know that are like baseball, they are gamblers. It's the only way you watch baseball, and you're like, I'm into
like,
this.
God damn it, Sharon! I bet the house.
Yeah, you just fucking start beating the fuck out of your wife because like the fucking Astros lost the fucking whatever, you know.
You just pinpoint Houston. There's so many wife beaters in Houston.
Yeah, dude. You think a woman's like you think that a man from Texas that watches Astro baseball,
like an old man.
You're telling me that he doesn't beat his wife? You have got one thing mistaken, dude. He beat his wife and molested his daughter. Dog.
Oh shit!
He watches Astro baseball, drinks fucking Bud Light.
And yells at them for trying to drink it.
Yeah, and every dude, he puts like fucking $3,000 to $4,000 down on each game. So when he loses, dude, his wife gets black eyes. You know, he takes that all on her because, like, let's be real, it is her fault.
I just picture like cartoon images of all this shit happening right now, and no words happening. It's just
he's like, God damn it, Gladys, the Astros lost again. I lost $3,000. You stupid bitch. Fucking, I don't give a fuck that we don't got no goddamn milk, dude. You go get the milk, bitch.
She's like, Larry, we're not even from Houston. We've been here 1 year.
Yeah, I thought moving to Florida was going to help you calm down.
But apparently not, Larry.
Goddamn Larry. Dude, Larry is probably just like every older... Dude, it sucks being like white because like you see that's like what you turn into, you know?
I guess. Fuck.
Like you're Mexican. Like I don't know. You know.
I hear what you're saying because I see what I might turn
it's like
into. Like it's like Mexican wise, you know. And I don't have too many good routes.
It's like scary getting older. You're like, dude, is that what I'm gonna become? Like, how do I stop that? You know? Because like I never like I remember my whole life like I was like. I really just like disagreed with like everything my grandfather was like kind of stood for type shit. And then like the older you get and you just see
what I mean.
Yeah, the older you get, you start to realize like dude, when he died, I didn't want people like just his mindset and just things for like just hustling or whatever. It's like he is like really weird how much like I almost felt like I bonded with him after he died, where I was like, oh shit, dude, I hope I don't turn into a bitter old white man like him, you know?
You're talking about your grandpa, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that died recently. He'd always just say crazy fucked up shit, but I could never tell if he was joking or being genuine, you know what I mean? Because like he would say hella fucked up racist shit, but he like worked for a church, so then he would like go give a black guy a job. So you're like, I don't know what's going on here.
But okay, would he interview these people at the church and shit?
No, he would like legitimately just like give them jobs, like a job to like, oh, go rake my yard and I'll give you like $100. You know, he would just like do anything.
Wait, he would get these people
just
from
anyone, just people in
church, or just like, he would drive around and like
he would just mission shelters type shit. Like he was just like a Christian man, you know.
And to him, like, he felt like he was doing the work of God.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was racist or not, because he'd say really fucked up shit behind closed doors, dude. Like he'd be like watching Fox News, he'd be like, these damn N-words, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it was crazy, bro.
Yeah. No, yeah.
My mom one time was like, she was like telling me, because she was like had to stay with her parents. My mom been through a lot of shit, and she's fucking like staying with her parents like a couple years ago before he died. My mom has a black friend. Like my mom dates a black guy, and like fucking her dad would just be on the phone, and he was deaf, so he'd be yelling at the TV, right?
Who's deaf?
My grandfather that died. He's deaf, and he'd watch Fox News every night, right? And just get fired up.
He would watch it and not hear it.
He'd have subtitles on.
Okay.
And so he's just, because he can't hear, and it's hella loud, and he has to talk over how loud the TV is. So
imagine he couldn't hear it though. He's like just being racist.
No, dude, he can't even hear himself. No, you're right. He can't even hear himself. He's just screaming. He's like, damn, and words.
Oh,
blah, 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 blah. And my mom was like on the phone with like her boyfriend. That's like this 6'10" black guy. He's like, what'd your dad say?
He's like, I'm not deaf. What'd your dad say?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? My mom was like, oh, that's the TV. It's not my dad. And my mom's like, you know, like lying.
Talking like
my mom's
that.
like embarrassed.
Did he believe that?
No, I don't think so. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. My mom was like telling me this story like not too long ago, and I was
know, it's just the TV, darling.
Yeah, it's just the TV saying racial slurs hella loud. It's not my father. I swear it's not my father screaming the N-word in the back room.
No, it's a movie. It's the TV.
It's just a movie. It's
it's a TV. It's channel 11. Fox.
It's just someone on BET, dude. No. God damn, but no, dude, that shit is fucked up. But that's like real shit though. But like, but he would like do shit like nice shit for like he wasn't like outwardly racist with his actions, I guess, you know.
Were you out doing these things? Well, not doing these things with him, but did he take you with you? Did he take you with him?
Me to do what?
To go like give minorities work.
He like ran a church. He like built a church from the ground up, and like would like ran a major like, so like my grandfather ran like a $1 million Christian studio, and would like put preachers on, like they'd put comics on, like crazy shit. Like if you're good at preaching, he'd come out with he had like a huge studio, and he'd sell out a church for you to like preach at. Like some crazy shit. And like, dude, like he made hella money and shit, but like he basically like did a bunch of shitty shit and got in like hella trouble, because like people try to write shit off with like church stuff, because like churches don't pay taxes, and then he would run like another $1 million business out the back and say it was the church when it wasn't.
Yeah, like a lot of churches in America.
Yeah, it's like
he's not the first.
Most people in the church do that. So like he was doing shady shit, but he also would like help a lot of people. So
you know what's funny? This just reminded me of church, but like this little spot, rest in peace, called Jai Thai in Seattle. The people who ran that show, during the middle of the show, they would hand out a fucking hat. Like donation. It's church, bro. It'd be like, hey,
it was like church,
you
bro.
fucking donate any of the and my stupid ass actually put $5 in the fucking hat, thinking that it would support the venue. I know, Pierce, hold on, but it would support the venue, and it would actually be there. And now it's not even there. They're about to turn into the whole building into a fucking apartments. Like,
yeah, it's gone, dude.
You know, and I know you've given them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah,
you know?
It ain't coming back, bro.
This shit ain't coming back.
Ain't coming back, bro.
And that was like probably the best place to do comedy in Seattle. Man.
It definitely was the spot
in Seattle,
because anyone could just get up and like, I don't know what it was about Jai Thai, but it was like everybody just like was cool with each other there almost.
It's because it's not because they had to be like like all the fake shit was out the door.
Something
but
about
like
the vibe there,
like you get food there, you get fucking drinks there. Everyone was just there to laugh because they knew like no one was going up to play an instrument, and no offense.
Yeah, it was just
to any,
all comedy.
Musicians.
Like, it was, and dude, people would like legitimately be quiet.
Yeah.
That was like like it was and like a
spotlight. Club. It's like it was
like a legit club. Like honestly, I better. Club, yeah, it was a little underground club. Yeah. It was like almost club level room without having to like do all the jump through all the hoops of getting for the club because you just show up, get up, and it was sick, dude.
Yeah,
it was sick.
Yeah, the first good spot I did comedy. Yeah,
first place I did comedy too, man. This made me fall in love with R.I.P. dude.
Yeah, it was, huh? Your first?
Oh yeah, first time for sure. Did comedy there. It was the first place that like I just like I remember like a little over a year ago, and I was just like I want to do comedy because I've been watching like fucking Kill Tony and like COVID and like all this show. I was just so bored, and like I used to go out to nightclubs all the time, and I just hadn't been really feeling that. And I was like I want to go try something, just like something to get out of the house because like I just been such a homebody. And I went to Jai Tai because I was just like Googled open mics in Seattle, and like that was just the first thing that came up. That was like I just show up. Like everything else was like, oh, you got to sign up online or this or that. And I was just like, I didn't really want to commit to anything. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't want to sign up for some place. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, my whole thing with Jai Tai, because it's like right across the street from where I'm
fucking staying. Yeah, no, it's fucking right there.
Yeah, so like my girlfriend was beating me at the time, and I wanted to feel happy, so I went to Jai Tai.
I feel it, bro.
I'm just kidding. God, I thought you were gonna laugh, Pierce. You even make me feel like shit. God damn. No, I'm just kidding. No, but dude, having Jai Tai to be your first spot to do comedy at, like, especially because it was mine, is definitely like it's cool because it gave off that feel. It didn't give off an open mic feel.
I forget where
it gave off that comedy club vibe feel.
No, dude,
so
it really like
peace, man.
It was a good place. I feel like it's like one of the only places too I'd see like decent comedians come drop in at. Like you really don't get good drop-ins anymore. Like I've seen some like touring comedians at Jai Tai just drop in and do a spot.
Damn.
Like there was like 2 or 3 that were like legit like comedians that like fucking do shit, and like I've seen them pop in. That was the only place I've ever seen that. Like I've never seen like really anyone like that doing anything pop into fucking, you know what I mean, Seattle, or like any mics in the city that we go to. I don't know. Fucking comedy's so fucking weird, dude. I just think it was just forever just going through shit because it's just like I don't know. Those mics suck, dude. Let's be real. It's like how beneficial is it really to have some of those open mics at places?
I mean, it's a little beneficial because you do want to get up and just
like Shanghai for sure and stuff is like that. Those mics I feel like are the only thing keeping people in that room.
Yeah, and shout out Dino Dad because he's fucking planting mics really everywhere. Like there's people plant trees.
They have wit's ends. I don't know. Have you ever gone to that?
No. I've seen video of it, and it looks like it sucks. Dino Dad. I'll go there soon, but
I've been just.
But like, yeah, this whole fucking
on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd be down. It's just people's schedules.
Yeah, I wish fucking I've been getting out. Living so far away has like really made me not do as much comedy. It sucks.
Yeah,
so I was out every fucking night hitting any spot I could.
Yeah, and it's okay. At least you can take a step back and realize what it is,
I mean, I wish I could do it more, to be honest.
Yeah. I fucking
like I could, but it's just a lot at work, And it's
I
just
totally hear you, man.
I really wish I could get out more. I honestly have been feeling it. It's like when I was getting up every night, like I felt like I was like I could feel myself getting better at comedy. And like right now, I feel like I don't want to say I've hit like I don't know. I just feel like it's just like past few times where I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like I've set too high of a fucking bar for myself to like of expectations for people's reactions to stuff. It's like if I don't get a good pop, I just feel like I bombed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I died up here. People were like, you keep saying you were dying, and people were laughing. I was like, these guys weren't laughing like I wanted you to, I guess.
Yeah, or it's just like more pity laughs, or it's like more like just laughs to just keep the show going.
Yeah, you can never tell, man. That's like that's why I got off the stage at fucking oh my god, Skylark, is because the bartender gave me the biggest pity laugh. Like she was like, it was the most like just moral support laugh, and I was like, I don't want that. And it made me feel so weird because I was like, dude, just let it die. Like if I want to die, I need to like just feel the deathing of it. You know, it's like it's
like they almost make you feel bad there.
It was just weird, dude. I never felt that. I was like, dude, just let me bomb.
Yeah.
Don't like. What was that? Like I was just like, it was weird because normally I always do all my time. Like I would have loved to just even do that 10 minutes in the room and just like died. You know, I would have enjoyed that. But when she gave me pity laughs, I was like, I don't like that. I was like, just don't laugh. Yeah, please. Bro. Like, let me fucking like, now you got me thinking about shit. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Dude, that was,
I've never had anyone do that. I've never had any, because usually when I bomb, right, because I say something so grotesque and like fucked up, people are either gasp or just they're silent because they're shocked I say it. She gave me the weirdest pity laugh, like, oh, he's trying. I was like, no.
I know these work. You're a bitch. You know, like, you guys
I don't need your fake laugh. Just either fucking be offended by what I'm saying, whatever. Don't play like the middle. I can't, dude. That's too much.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I don't know. It's just like, bitch. Usually a girl like you would be offended by what I'm saying, which is like whatever. But it's just like I just felt it was just so weird. No, it really got like I never get in my head when I do comedy, but when the way she gave me that pity laugh, I was like, and I kept dying. And people when I got off, they're like, "Oh no, you should have stayed up, man. You were making us laugh." I was just like, I just felt weird doing my shit there.
I felt fucking weird too, bro. And when I saw you up there, and I was literally
like, you pushed motherfuckers out like in droves, bro. It was lit. Like I fucking love you, and like it's like dude, you're funny as hell to me, but bro,
likewise, man. Fuck,
like that shit, and like. It was such a hard, but like normally I laugh when people are bombing, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bad when I saw like people just walking out.
You know what's funny is like I didn't even notice people left.
Well, you were probably I know you were pretty drunk.
I was pretty drunk.
I know. Like, I could tell you were pretty drunk.
I forgot some of my jokes, jokes that I actually know.
Yeah, and bro, dude, Sean was filming for you,
and he stopped.
He stopped.
Yeah, he's like nah.
This is. Because like Sean had it all on tape.
Yeah.
Just people just walking out. And I was like, just stop. Nina doesn't need to see this. Sean was agreeing with me.
Thank you. Because I would have loved to see it though. But like, dude, I even told some people in the front to shut. Did you hear me?
Yeah. No,
I told him I was like, can you guys shut the fuck?
That's when it got weird.
Honestly. It got really weird, and like that's when I realized I wasn't at a comedy club, and like there's some spaces where you can't just tell people because like they looked at me, they were like, they didn't laugh, and I was like, oh,
I feel like you'd have to for that room to work.
Yeah,
I think you'd have to go legitimately first or dead last
to break in the room.
To just like, dude, people.
Well, if you go last,
so if you go there first, what's like if no one's there. At least you can get the shit off your fucking chest and people aren't going to make you feel weird.
Yeah,
or if everyone's still there, you can just bomb and they'll force themselves to stay there because they're going to go up still.
Yeah. And they have to sit through that.
Yeah.
And sometimes if they're
forced to sit through something, dude, you can eventually, in my opinion, like if you fucking can work the room, you can win them over on something. Because like if I have like a set, right? Because like if I go in a room and I got big time now lately or whatever, if it's like a good room, I'll burn through the set, and if they're not feeling the set, I'll just start cherry picking like good jokes that I know I have off top and just swing in with those. And I eventually sometimes can win the room back.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
And it's just like, you just got to fucking tickle one of their fancies, you know what I mean? Because like sometimes it's just like some shit, sometimes like they're just not going to, there's times where just no one will feel shit, so.
I feel you on that.
Because there's like sometimes some rooms you just really just, I don't know, man. Especially in this fucking city. But I don't know. I've had rooms that were super liberal and I've won them over. And I don't even know how. You know what I mean? I'm just like, hell yeah. So, and that's like, I think that's a talent in itself, is if you can win over a room that should hate you. Because I've been doing that a lot lately, and it fucking, people kick me out because of it. They're like, yo, this kid's fucking not sick. Like, we shouldn't have him here. He's fucking up the whole.
And people are laughing.
Yeah, people are laughing. I don't agree with anything he's saying.
Dude, so
like it goes completely against all my beliefs and everything, but people are laughing, and so it made them feel ostracized. And they're like, well, he's making everyone think that way. He needs to go, you know? And that's just kind of how I feel lately with stuff, because I'm just like, why else was I removed from there? You know? It's like, I did good. Everyone was laughing. Isn't that what you want? You know, I guess like
they already paid to get in. Like, who did I fucking? No one got up and left. You know, like no, like,
dude. I just I don't get it. Other than that, it's just like,
okay, man. I hear you, and like I think about that shit too.
It's so fucking funny.
Like some of these fucking people think they could just like what I've talked to you about, like just direct the whole way in Seattle comedy, but they're just not.
I saw Robbie because Robbie told me he like did he was like mimicking me on stage at A1 the other night.
Oh, you.
And like he's like, I was like, oh dude, I'll post it tonight or whatever. I'll have to check it. And I saw that last night, and he was just like, he's like, I'm not leaving stage. And Michael's, you got to get off stage. He's like, oh hell yeah. He's like, I'm not getting off stage. Who's gonna kick me out next?
You see, words getting around, bro.
I thought it was great. It really made me happy that like someone felt, and he got like some laughs from it. Surprisingly, like some people were like, I thought it was funny that he was like, "Who's gonna kick me out next?" Like,
dude, yeah, that's Robbie's way of comedy, though. He just point people out and shit. Like when I walk into A1, funny,
bro. I remember one time, right, bro? Fucking shout out Robbie Schroeder. Fucking, he was roasting Femi. He's like, oh, I'm Femi. I'm just gonna keep talking over everyone's set, just going off, bro. And he's like, he like picks up a chair and he like hides and tries to hide himself. He's like, hi, I'm Femi. Can I get a ride home? And it murdered, bro. I was laughing so hard, I was crying, dude.
Just the realism.
It just, I was literally like, he, dude. It might have. It's one top like 5 I've ever laughed at an open mic for sure. Like it was up there, and like that's when Robbie honestly grew on me. I was like, this guy's got something, dude. Like
he's got his own style.
He's got.
You can't hate on that when you have style mixed in with like delivery and shit. Like that
dude. I've seen him be fucking absolutely hilarious. Like he's like a very like I don't know. It's not like obviously not like oh god. Have you ever seen that show Between Two Ferns? Zach Galifianakis, whatever.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like
I know I probably should.
Zach Galifianakis was like in Hangover. He was that weird guy.
Yeah, I know who that is. I just haven't seen that show.
Well, just like his Zach Galifianakis is kind of like awkward comedy. I feel like it like
did stand up, right, or no?
Yeah, he did.
Like a little
I feel like it's just like he's like one of those people where it's like, I'm not even saying like trying to compare Robbie to him because I feel like Robbie's comedy is different, but it's just like something's funny, you know, whatever. But I just think it's like hard for people. It's like a very meta thing. It's like how Hans is funny in like a very different way, you know. Remember how,
dude? Yeah, because Hans Cisneros, fucking he just talks.
He goes,
and it's just so awkward because then like, when he's like talking, he sounds like he's reading like a book from like 1890. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yes, and I was hanging out with Pierce, and he told me, hell yeah.
But he makes me laugh, bro. Like he's like, I've cried on the floor laughing.
Same here, because then he'll finish, and you'll hear him finish, and you'll hear the period at the end of him finishing whatever the fuck, and then no one laughs, and you're just like, what the fuck did Han say?
Yeah. But it's funny, dude. Like he's very like I fucking like I said, it's in a very meta way where it's like you get to know them and they're funnier, you know. I feel like
that's.
I feel like it's kind of what happened with me a lot too, because people see me coming in and swinging, saying crazy shit, and they get to know me a little bit. Like, oh, this guy's fucking wild.
Yeah, and they're all very unique. You know, I'm not hearing saying I'm better or we're better than anyone. Like,
no, not at all, bro.
Like, dude, it's like Hans, so many people are just so unique. You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just like I don't know, fucking Hans be putting in work, bro.
Oh yeah, that boy got that list out. You know,
yeah, dude, that's like a golden ticket, man. I remember when he gave me that. I remember everyone was like roasting him and stuff, and like he was always so nice to me, even though I'd be saying wild shit, and he like gave me that list, and I was like, bro, this is a lot of work that this dude just put in and just gave to me. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't need to share that. You know what I mean?
Hell no, he doesn't. He put it all out there for the whole community.
He's on his fucking Instagram page, just out there too. Like that's just what I'm saying. Like that's cool.
And it's not only all the Seattle open mics.
So he's got California
all the
and
Portland.
He's got like 75 mics in California.
I know.
Like you could literally, like, dude, you could literally just fucking buy a fucking car or something, you know, and just go like on a tour, like
just look up Hans's list.
Yeah, you go on a little tour. You could get, dude, if you hit every single one of those mics, you'd be nasty by the end. If you went and hit up every single one of them,
I just did the Hans tour, bro. The Hans Cisneros fucking catalog.
He's done all of those. That's what's nuts, dude. How else would he know about them?
That's very true. Yeah,
you know
maybe he'll look them up. I don't know. Maybe he has, because I know he has a dope ass car and he can get around anywhere.
I think he's hit all of them.
I think by the way
I've seen him hit mics.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when he, like, honestly,
he don't post about shit. I love Hans, bro. He don't post about shit, and he's out there just getting it, bro.
He gets it, bro. I respect it, dude.
I respect it.
No, bro. If he keeps up with it, I feel like one day he'll be so stupid nasty at comedy, man.
Yeah. For
real. It's like anyone that's willing to put in that time. I think it's like that's the only thing. It's like I wasn't arguing, but me and fucking homie last night were like talking where he's just like, oh yeah, I want to go out to Tacoma more, and like you were saying, I was like, I don't care about getting up at any of these clubs or anything. I just want to get up as much as possible. You know what I mean? Whatever is easiest and where I can do as much. Or it's just like, dude, yeah, I go to Tacoma, get 4 minutes, have to sign up a month.
Who was saying me?
No, I was talking to the homie last night about it. Fucking Femi.
Oh yeah.
And like, and he was just like, yeah, I want to get up to Tacoma more, and I was just kind of being like, I'd rather pod. I'd rather do any other. That's like when you were done pods. Like I'll just come fucking sweep you halfway. Like I fucking want to do a pod too. You know, something to do.
Yeah,
something in riff. You know what I mean?
Shout out PJ. He picked me up tonight.
But it's like fucking. Like that's like my whole thing. It's just like fucking fuck it. You know, it's like I don't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get good in with the people at Tacoma Comedy Club and maybe get a hosting gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get it. The repetitiveness of everything and like going up and doing it. It's cool, bro. It's cool. But like, you can only suck so much dick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Before you just realize you're like, you know what?
This isn't working. You either fully commit to sucking the dick, dude, because then you do this half-ass thing. No offense, I fucking love fucking the homie, right? But Femi really plays both parts. You know, he doesn't like obviously like he's the homie and shit. I don't think he fully, but that's the thing. He either has to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
You either suck the teat or you suck the teat of the algorithm, bro. Or you just stay where you're at.
Yeah, and it's like, and I love you, Femi. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching,
no, but like, I'm not even trying to say anything, but it's just like, dude,
there's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that play both sides. I already picked my side, homie. You know, that's why people hate me.
I'm not trying to say to anyone. I'm just saying, like, I already tried, like, even just a little bit trying to be like the other. You know what I mean? Just like ask for spots or do whatever, and it just immediately backfired. You know what I mean? Just immediately. Like it almost immediately seemed like, you know what I mean? Just like it doesn't like. It's like you're either all in that way and that works that way for you, or you're just like all in somewhere else. And if you keep playing like the fence with it, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get in, I'm good with this club, and people are just like, you know what I mean? No, it doesn't. Dude, you could murder at that club, and then the owner could just happen not to like you, and now you're just not allowed there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why put in all that work just to get told no when I can go hit up mics and hone my craft places where I know people are going to let me do my comedy and I'm not going to have to question if I'm going to get up. I don't have to put all, you know what I mean? And I can go get twice the amount of stage time.
Yeah, and dude, nowadays so many people care about open mics that like love comedy like us. So you can get like such good feedback and like a good set at an open mic that rather than like a comedy club that you have to go up to and like you're like, oh man, well I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm just gonna go do it because they're giving me the time.
Yeah,
you know, and like we've been there, you know, like I've been there, and it's like, dude,
like you know what I mean? Or it's just like I said, it's like, oh, I go spend all the time trying to get up at Tacoma, right? And all this whatever, and it's like, let's say it's on a fucking Wednesday, right? Because that's what a lot of the open mics are. Try to leave the water and stuff away from all that stuff. But basically, like fucking hitting, you know, it's like, okay, Wednesday, it's like I could potentially go hit Skylark, Femi's mic, do a pod with Femi, and go to Water Wheel, or go to Tacoma and do, which is going to take just as long, if not longer, to do all that stuff. You know what I mean? Driving out to Tacoma, driving back, all the time in between. And in between those times, I could have got whatever. Femi will let me do 10 minutes. Skylark gives you 10 minutes. And fucking Water Wheel gives you 5. I'll get 25 minutes of stage time and could do an hour podcast. It's like, why would I go to Tacoma? You know what I mean? Just to like ruin like me actually getting in reps.
Well, yeah, you're far up.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that's just like, even if I was in Seattle, it'd still be worth it to go fucking hit all those mics instead of fucking going to Tacoma. You know? Like, it'd be worth to go to Tacoma if I could hit a couple mics, but it's like.
But there's only like, there's not even a lot.
Yeah.
One on Monday, one on Tuesday.
Like, even fucking, what's his name, when we were up in Tacoma, and he's like, so whatever will he come? He's like, I was like, I just want to get out and do as much sets as I can. He's like, oh, you still go to open mics and stuff? And I was just like, Logan.
Oh, he did on the pod, huh?
Yeah,
on the pod, sorry.
Yeah, he was like saying that stuff, and I was just like, word, like, I just like want to get good. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to just be like, oh, I go do a couple open mics a week at fucking like some club. Like, I'd want to literally be like, I did like this week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 open mics. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't give a fuck how many times, like, whatever you're going to do the club spots, or it's like, if you're not getting up like that many times in a week, like, I'm gonna get better than you. You know what I mean? Yeah. It doesn't matter if you have a better crowd than me or not. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm doubling up on stage time. And that's just like, that's kind of where I'm at. I think that, and that's the only thing, right? In my eyes, that's going to matter, right? Because it's like, yeah, what if this comedy shit does pop online? It's like, I better be honed in.
And already know how to do it, and already be in it, like as far as like, because I mean, dude,
consistency, you know,
like most of the world is online now. You know,
like, what I'm saying? What if these most of these, I don't know, some of these people, it's like, I see that do comedy. It's like, what if they got a pop and they could go fill gigs up every fucking 6 days a week? You know, it's like, can you perform that much? You know, and it's like, I'm performing that much every week if I can. You know, possibly. I've had some weeks where I go hit up so many mics. And it's just like, that's the only thing that I think that's going to prepare me to even be a comedian.
That's another thing too, that I feel like a lot of people don't realize that now. Like, it's cool to look one way on Instagram, but if you really were to make it, let's say like some of these fucking people that we know in this comedy scene, if they were to make it, dude, I really doubt a lot of them would, and I'm not going to name any names, but like I highly doubt, dude, like they would keep up with at least 4 shows every week.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And having to fucking be like, oh, I do have to book a flight to da-da-da, and I have to dig into my money that I just made yesterday to fucking go and I don't think do all this shit. That's why a lot of these comedians that are blowing up right now, they've been doing it for a very long time because they know, bro. Like, and I see it now. Like, it's not just you just go up and grab a microphone. Like, you have to go up.
It's just like, bro, you got to be pumping out new shit all the time. The fucking
dude. Yeah,
YouTube
bro.
right now, man. It's like, bro, if you can't come up with new material, like if you're not doing crowd work, dude, you have to have so much material to pump out clips, dude. And it's just like, no offense to anyone, I keep telling everyone, I'm like, oh, this is how you fucking whatever. I'm like, dude, do this. I'm like telling everyone how to like shit go viral, and like, oh, like fucking, I was telling the homie last night, and he's like, oh, I'll pay you to do it. I was like, I can show you how to do it, dog, but I don't even know if like, do you have enough content to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. For
like,
real?
do you have enough content to pump out clips every single day for the next like couple months? Because it's just like right now, I do between the pod and my comedy, I could pump out clips.
Same.
And it's like, dude, this is episode 30. Cheers to that. Episode 30, dog. 30 fucking episodes, dog.
That's cool.
30 fucking episodes. Some of them are over an hour long, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's just funny. I've had a lot of people even tell me like, how can you talk that long? And I'm just like, dude, because I feel like I couldn't.
We're not trying to impress anyone. We're literally, you and me would be having this conversation if this wasn't here.
But no, for sure. But like, this is the thing is like, I feel like I could talk to the point of annoying someone. And I've always felt that way. And it's like, that's why I feel like I'll be good at comedy. You know what I mean? It's like, I just have that dog in me to just fucking retardedly keep going.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I feel like I'm developing that dog in me because when I dude, and I see it.
I've always had it, dude. Before I started doing comedy, dude, I'd be fucking up, whacked out on something. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just talking. They're like, bro, I need to go to bed. I'm like, well, dude, check out how much this card went for on the internet, dude. You know what I mean?
See, I hear you on that. Me, it's more like, and you could see it probably in my comedy too, is like, I like saying a lot of just stupid ass shit. And like getting under people's skin and being like, oh, dude, like, that's funny. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, I feel
so like it's your style and how you come at it, and if you like doing it,
I'm just saying, like,
you know,
to make a content online and to be able to pump stuff out is like you need major content.
Yeah.
Like most of these comedians, right, have crowd work clips that they're putting out every day and doing at least 1 to 2 podcasts every week, dude. That's a full-time gig, dude. That's a job. Like, dude, how much and then to like having to hire someone to do clips, do all this stuff. It's like, dude, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. You're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, let me edit.
Yeah.
When you just had a whole week full of shows,
some of them
still
like personally go through and like check, because like honestly, dude, if I ever hire someone to do edits, it's gonna be half to someone I know that knows what I'm funny, because like, dude, my clips wouldn't be good because those people wouldn't know the right parts to take out of, like, they don't see the vision that I see with the clips. So I'm always gonna have to have some hands on with it. And I came to that like that. It's just like, obviously I'm going to use what I have right now, but when I do start making money and stuff, I'm going to put tons of money into programs and editing, and like if it pops like that, you know, if I ever do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, that's
already how it is.
But I've been spending every fucking night spending time on clips, dude. And I'm like, I mean, they're fucking like getting somewhere. Like I'm doing something with them. I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm averaging.
That's why I've been filming your shit the way I've been filming it as well. Getting some of the crowd and reactions and shit. Like that shit really shows, as opposed to just showing like just you on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like
person on stage.
You're just showing some heads. You know what I'm saying? And just showing that there's people there and stuff. But all these fucking places are open mics. Some are shows. So it's very tough, man. But it's the crawl. You know, the crawl to the top.
Well, yeah, but that's like where I'm at with it. It's where it's like I've had to buckle down, where I'm like, I'm gonna have to do like the most, you know. Like I'm not gonna lie, dude. Just like editing shit and stuff, it's like taking a hit on like me, like doing side business shit, like and fucking like Pokemon cards and stuff, and like fucking the equipment I have. It's like I'm doing so much shit every fucking night, and it's just like I see some of these comedians. I'm like, I don't know if you really like realize like getting good at comedy and all that, and like, dude, I get up every night, I try to do so fucking much, but it's just like that's just one very small part of it, dude. And it's just like I've seen, I don't know how many people, especially people I've seen get up at laughs, they're like, I've seen, like I said, I've told you, I've seen them walk into open mics, they're like, oh, I'm not even gonna get up, it's just not even worth it to try to do my comedy here. And the fact that you have that mindset, that getting up and just like humbling yourself isn't fucking good for your comedy, is, you, in my opinion, you don't have what it takes.
Yep.
I just don't. If you're not ready to fucking just emasculate yourself in a room where no one can hear you, you don't deserve to really make it.
I remember we were at Femi's mic, Pierce, and like, I mean, we've been there since day one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, since it opened, like, we've been going, and no one fucking goes, and I know how it feels, and like, I get it. But there was one night where it was just catching up to me, and like, I was like, Pierce, I don't think I'm gonna sign up. Yeah. And you were like, fool, I picked your ass up. You're signing up, and like, then you signed me up. Yeah. And thank you for doing that, because I worked out some jokes, and like I actually like there's some jokes now that I'm like, oh shit.
It's like, dude, like even if you have one person to even sit and talk with, it's like, dude, if you can fucking just play shit by people or whatever, it's like, dude, you like, I don't know, man. I think people really take for granted and don't realize like how much like shit you like. It's like I've been into like, I'm editing clips on my phone and shit. It's just like, dude, this shit gets way deeper than that, you know?
Hell yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not even willing to put more money to it, because like, look how much money I've already put into doing this shit.
Yeah. And it's like time and all that shit, bro. Like I remember when I went to California like last year, and I was booked for a show at the Comedy Chateau. Shout out the Comedy Chateau. And I wanted to practice my set, so I went to the Pasadena Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Or like it's not even a comedy club, bro. It's just this fucking room they rent out. But I performed for my girlfriend at the time, and the dude I paid $5 to fucking perform on the stage, bro. And it was so
whack,
dumb and whack, but like I had fun, and like I worked it out, and I was like, all right,
time's time,
dude. Yeah, and like sometimes I almost wish
some places would charge me $5 to get on stage, because I'd be like, well, I gave you fucking money, so you're probably not going to kick me off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like $5 just to not get kicked out. It's almost worth it to me, to at least be able to try and say whatever I want, as long as they're fucking like chill about shit.
Because it's almost harder for the host to be like, no, you gotta Unless you're up there like being racist, you know what I'm saying? Racist
like, all
as
these
fuck.
N-words.
Yeah, and just going up, like I get it. But like if you're just up there like speaking your mind about your life and someone's like, fuck this guy. But
yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. Fucking I just, that's just like my whole take on it is just like, I don't think some of these people are like really willing to put in like a lot of the work, and it's just like,
no, they're not, and you see it in the open mics.
Yeah, because like, we go to them. Really do this? Like, you're not really like.
There's some people I won't point out or say their names now, but we have been seeing them lately. Is like, dude, it's like, why are you here?
It's like
you come to hang out, really and it's like they don't go up.
I think a lot of them are just like they just need like friends, and I guess that's understandable. It's like I don't want to be like I have a lot of friends or something like that, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I have friends before doing comedy, that's for sure. Obviously, like, you're one of the homies. Like, I love some of my friends I do comedy with, but it's like I definitely don't go to open mics to kick it with people. You know what I mean? I go to open mics
because I got into this shit by myself.
Yeah, same, dude. And I would just go to open mics to get better at comedy. So it's just like I don't really like. It's very rare that I even stay unless I can do a pod. I don't really sit around and like kick it too much. You know what I mean? Like, I stayed at A1 this week a lot, whatever.
Yeah.
Just because I was going to pod afterwards. But it's just like, it's not that I don't want to hang out with people and stuff, but it's just like, there's just like a lot to do, you know? It's
there
like,
yeah.
It's like, lately it's like, I try to leave mics quick because it's like, I got to leave whatever, go home, potentially do orders, this, that. It's just like,
yeah.
I don't really have like I don't know, just like my schedule with stuff. It's just like I'm on such opposite schedules with people because I fucking sleep during the day. So it's just like I only have so much I can do.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Dude, the homie, fucking El Maj. Shout out El Maj. But I was kicking it with him the other day. And it's funny that you just talked about that because I was talking to him about you. You know, and he was like, man, I got to hop on what fucking PJ's doing. He just hops in the fucking mic and just does his set and fucking leaves. You know, I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, that's, you know, like, shit, we just go in there, fucking do your shit. Like, most of the people don't even want to hear that shit anyway. So if you catch some people that are really in the audience, like, you got to take advantage of that, you know? And you got to say your shit, whatever, and then just fucking leave because...
Well, he, like, seen me because, like, he saw me fucking go to fucking Femi's and saw me out, like, Water Wheel and stuff. And I was just like, dude, you just, like, I try to fucking... hit them up, you know what I mean? I'm not like usually when I'm out doing mics, like I already got somewhere else to go, like to another mic, you know what I mean? Or like
we try to map it out so it's worth it,
exactly.
Dude.
Or I go do a pod with someone. Yeah, so it's like I go hit the city, and it's just like literally fucking the other week I was like at A1, and then like I told Michael, I was like, yo, I'm about to go fucking do a pod with Jesse. I'll be back when this is done. Basically, I was like, just like
oh, is that where you were on Friday or whatever?
Oh no, I'm talking about this other weekend.
Oh, okay.
But then I went and fucking did a fucking pod with Jesse, and then fucking came back and did a pod with them. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's cool.
It's like I'm trying to just like fucking do as much as I fucking can. So it's like when I go out, like I said, when I'm out there doing comedy, like I'm really trying to like do as much as I can. Like I really don't go out most nights anymore to go do comedy unless there's like multiple things and pods or something to do. Because it's like, okay, I drive out somewhere fucking for 30, 40 minutes to get, 3-4 minutes. It's like, I don't know. I want at least like 10 minutes of stage time if I'm going to go out, Like at least for me, because I just feel like just like 3-4 minutes almost feels like I didn't even get to,
It's so rough.
Well, it's like when it's like 3 or 4 minutes, it's like almost like it's like I'm either gonna burn through some material I've never really done, or just do some shit that hits and just leave. And then just like probably go home. I might kick it for a little bit because that's like what I did like yesterday. I was just like so bored and just like wanted to do comedy so bad.
I hear you.
I just drove out to Shanghai and just did a spot, and I like kicked it with Femi for a little bit. But he was like trying to fucking watch like UFC fights and shit. I was like, I just went and bought a box of like trading cards and opened the box of cards.
I hear you, dude. I don't really. I mean, I appreciate UFC, but I can't sit there and like.
I just don't really
try getting into it. I try getting into UFC. I try getting into boxing, dude. And some people might not call us men because we don't really sit there and watch.
I just don't really like to watch like half naked dudes like wrestle around. I guess I don't know. It's just not really like I'm not entertained by it.
No,
I'm more entertained by like watching someone play like fucking like Mortal Kombat on a professional level. You know what I mean?
Like on a console.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna watch like a fighting thing, I'd much rather watch like a professional.
Oh my God.
Like fucking like I get more entertained by that.
Yeah.
Like watching someone that's like super nasty at like Mortal Kombat or like Street Fighter. Like that's more interesting to me than UFC.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you.
I think it's just like I have this thing too. It's like maybe I disassociate from it. But when I watch like real life type shit, like fight, it's just like it like hurts me.
Dude, I hear you. I'd rather watch the X Games.
Yeah, well,
honestly,
I'd much rather watch the X Games.
I'd rather watch the X Games than all that other shit.
I've actually rather watch the X Games than like
even
the video game, because I love watching the X Games.
Like even like moto or like just like rollerblades. I want to see some people eat shit and get down.
For sure. I mean, I used to love
like,
watching skateboarding shit.
Like,
and fucking,
yeah, it's fucking.
I loved it. I mean, I'm still not gonna lie. Every once in a while, my feed will hit me with some like skateboard shit.
Yeah,
like the real feed or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm watching it. It's
but don't worry, skateboarding got real gay. So, and that's why I don't want to do it.
So nasty now, though, bro. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, they're nasty at it, but it's too nasty. This is the thing, dude.
Yeah,
like I grew up in a time where it wasn't that nasty, and like you had some style. But these motherfuckers are just so perfect with it now, and it's like I'm not hating on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dude, like you gotta. Throw some hot sauce in that burrito, bro, you know, like
be playing like it's literally skate, like the game.
The game. That whole shit came out and ruined skateboarding. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's cool, but it ruined
kids,
so
I'll
much
see kids
skateboarding.
Like do a kickflip into like a rail and then like tray flip out like it's like a video game, and I'm like,
dude,
how the fuck?
And I'm like, I don't want to watch that,
because I remember like when kids like back in the day doing tricks off rails was like impossible. Like no one did that shit.
Off a rail, trick into a rail,
and trick out of.
Dope. Trick into a rail, trick out of a rail, and then 180 out of reverse. All this shit, like, nah, dude.
It's nuts.
Like, nah. That's CGI. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't even believe that they did it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how the fuck motherfuckers be doing that shit? That shit crazy. Like, I watch it sometimes. I'm like, this is too much, dude.
It's too much, bro. It's like
you can't even tell what's going on because it's that nasty. You know what I
mean? I'm not hating. I appreciate it. I respect it. Damn, you're good. You're that good, whatever. But it's like, dude, come on, man. Like, you just look like a video game. Like, you got to have some fucking style. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you say when you can't do it.
No. Because you gotta have some fucking style, man.
You gotta do a kickflip.
Everyone's just trying to be good and trying to be the best, and that shit's whack as fuck, bro. You already know.
I get what you're saying.
That shit
is whack as fuck if you're trying to just like be the best.
Because they're trying to be the best on a social media level. It's not like a best within yourself. It's a social, like you trying to impress other. Like it's so gay, dude.
You have to, dude.
And you see it in the comedy scene too, dude.
Comedy, man. Like I have to fucking pump shit out.
Some people are out there just saying all this shit just to impress like people, like fucking like some bitches that we know that do comedy, you know?
For sure.
And it's like, dude, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not hating on it because I can't do it. I'm just hating on it because it's like, dude.
It's like but I feel like I'm doing the same thing, but I also am kind of doing like comedy on like my purest heart level, where it's like I just want to do what I want, and like it's very divisive. So it's a little
yeah.
But I also do I have to throw myself out there because otherwise I'll never have a career. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily.
Yeah. Dude, I hear you 100%.
And like, I honestly never even wanted to have like a comedy career or whatever, but I started making money in it and I started doing good in rooms, and I just was like, well, I think I might have something here, you know? And like, I can like kind of feel that, which is like rare, where I'm like, because like, I feel like if I put in the work truly, I feel like maybe one day I could be like a touring comedian and make like a decent amount of money. I don't think I'm going to be like the next biggest thing ever. But I feel like in a realistic perspective is like if I build up social media, I have enough material, I can clearly pump out podcasts and stuff like on the level that I need to, and like keep conversations going. And I just like I feel like I could do it. Like I feel like I was kind of built for like that type of like just ranting, you know.
And I never thought I'd be built for any of that too, but.
I've always had a sense that I could never shut up, but it's just like finally getting all my thoughts out and just shit where it's like,
see,
I don't even think I want to be anything on the level of like the biggest comedian, because that sounds super annoying.
Yeah, super annoying. But like, I don't think I can ever like shut up or whatever. But I do feel like, I mean, after doing it for a year and a half now, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm confident now that I am kind of funny, and not like in a sense where like I go up and say funny stuff. Like, dude, carrying just a funny conversation and just being funny naturally.
Well, that's what I've noticed, man. Like, it's just like if you can be authentically yourself, man. Like, I think even just in that is funny, and a lot of people can't do that.
That's what I've been trying to do more on stage, dude. It's just be how we're having a conversation now.
There's like a cadence to your voice and stuff that I feel like the crowd picks up on when they're like, "Oh, that's not true." Yeah, they're just like, "Oh, that's just like him trying." I don't, you know what I mean? It's just like, I was saying to fucking Dino Dad, man. I was like, I think he got really like off put by me because I right when the pod started, I complimented him because I was like, dude, your comedy's really personal. Like it's really about like his like ex-wife and like what he's going through and stuff. And I was like, dude, whatever before. But it's like, I do appreciate seeing someone that like kind of pours their heart out. And I told him, I was like, I think you really have something there, to be honest. Cause it's like, I don't know how you hone that in.
Let me ask you this though, because you see my comedy as well, and do you feel like a lot of my comedy is personal or no?
Oh, dude, 100%. Because you talk about like, I'm stealing groceries. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's just like people can. That's like I've seen some of your clips. Like people are laughing at that because they can. Dude, the sincerity, man. Like it's like
it's of it.
Yeah, because if it wasn't true, it's fucked up to say this. They would smell that, and that would not be as funny. That sequence of words.
And I feel like Dino Dad is coming around because
I've seen him do. He's actually done really good. I've seen him do like pretty good lately. He's got a lot more confidence on stage and shit. Because this like I can't say it to him where I'm just like because I'm still honing in. Like being myself and like you know what I mean. So it's just like I just see, and this is just my opinion, just from seeing like other comedians get famous off social media or whatever. It's like people that really seem to stick around really get personal with stuff.
What do you mean stick around? The
like
scene?
Stick around, just like people having a following. You know what I mean? Because like people like if you're not relatable. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's plenty of comedians that suck that have followings and stuff, but like
I think that's most of.
But a lot of the comedians that let's
becoming a stand-up, a legit stand-up comedian as well as being personal and letting people into your life, right?
But it might just even be the comedy that I like to do. But it's just like it's funny enough to say it's like he to me it's like he's doing personal comedy, which like I don't even want to say. I'd say almost 80% of comedians aren't too personal that we do comedy with their comedy. It's very something else, It's like I said, I don't want to say like it's an act, but it kind of feels like one. But
dude, they throw on that theater kid bullshit.
It's like
you know what I'm saying?
Like, especially when I went to Tacoma and I seen a lot of comedians I've never really seen up at a place where it's like,
dude,
not so liberal.
They have what's funny about Tacoma is they have their own little scene, but they have the people that do comedy in Tacoma that stay in Tacoma, just like the people in Seattle that stay in Seattle, bro.
No, it's wild. It's
so
really
weird.
It's so weird that they really just get real clicky with shit.
Yeah,
like I said, it's just like weird because like I see them go to the other rooms though. Because there's like the few, and then like you see them go in the more liberal room, and they really code switch. Like they switch up. Like they won't say any of that dirty shit, right?
Dude.
They won't take the risk to like make that liberal crowd laugh. And like, part of what I like to do is I'd like to make that liberal crowd laugh with my style of comedy. Still, that's a win to me.
Yes,
because if I have to code switch and not be myself and then make them laugh that way, it just doesn't like that's not what I want.
It'll come around.
That isn't like, but no, it has been, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
had the whole thing where that lady with the mask followed me. You know what I mean? And it's like shit like that where it's like this bitch obviously is a liberal woman wearing a mask, and I was literally talking about some wild shit on stage and made her laugh.
Is it the same?
One we were talking about.
Same, yeah, okay. Yeah, and then like her and her friends were at A1 on Friday, and it seemed like they were kind of digging a lot of the shit that we were talking about. I didn't see your set, but you know what I'm saying, like just the whole vibe and
it was nice to like I said, just
it's cool to see that.
It's like I'm sure those people are still liberal and stuff, but it's just like I want my comedy to, I don't even more or less, but it's like I want to be able to make everyone laugh with like my sense of like comedy, It's like I don't want to have to bend.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to have to bend to the room though, because it's like, dude, when I seen them bending to to be more edgy in that room, it was just the weirdest type of edge. Like it wasn't like fun edgy to me. It was like it felt forced. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you're just saying wild shit to say, and like I'm not saying that I don't just say wild shit to say wild shit, but like there is like a rhythm to my chaos,
Yeah, I posted something about you on my story too the other night, and I forgot to send you a screenshot, but I'm not gonna mention his name. But you wouldn't believe who sent me like a fire emoji because I posted about you. What you were saying, you were talking about how that some girl you knew who was talking about like doing meth with her dad or some shit like that.
I was doing meth with her dad. She's like, I used to do this shit with my dad. I'm like, I already know too much.
Yeah, dude. The pause and everything is so sick.
I don't want to know anymore. It's like, just leave me out of this.
But some people that we know and don't really talk to, they're like, oh, the fire emoji, like,
like they like the bit.
Yeah, they like the bit, dude. And I was like, damn, this is like, it's cool to see it coming.
It's rare to fucking, dude. I went from getting, this immense hate.
I know, I was right there with
immense,
you.
like I'm talking immense, just like beatings, immense, like you're horrible at comedy. Don't even come to our shows anymore. And I don't know what happened, but now this tide has turned, and that's why I started doing the social media and shit. I was like, wait, people like me, you know?
I can be on Instagram.
You know, like people want to see me do more comedy, and like I've had people legitimately telling me that I'm their favorite comedian, and like it's crazy to hear.
People have told you that?
Yeah.
Like people we do comedy with, or people?
Yeah, but people we do comedy with, and people that also like come there for their like boyfriend or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like,
there was a lot of those at Jai Tai. Like, fuck, that's what I miss about Jai Tai.
But like, you know what I mean? It was just like fucking the one homie's wife. You know?
Yeah.
She was like, "You're my favorite comedian to see." Just shit like that. Where I'm just like, I'm like, damn, for real? Like that's like means a lot because, like I said, I just got so much fucking hate.
Yeah,
for
she called me sexy.
Hell yeah! But it's just like fucking getting so much hate. Well, she's like fucking 60, bro.
I don't give a fuck. She gets 60. These nuts,
60's
baby.
nuts, bro. But no, like fucking, I don't know.
No
man.
Disrespect to the Rolling 60 Crips. All right, I just gotta say that.
Well, no, it's like I don't know, man. It's just nice from like getting literally beat mercilessly for like over a year and a half, and like somehow like with just 1 month, it all just seemed to switch. You know, it was weird when everyone's. I don't want to be like this. When a lot of people saw me murder at Club Comedy and then get kicked out.
Oh yeah,
that shit seemed to spread like wildfire. Like it was weird. Like
I tell you what, dude. When you were getting kicked out and I got fed up and you left.
Dude, I was lit when
and
you
I
like fuck your club or whatever.
Yeah, no, I was talking to this fool. That was after, but like I was talking to him and letting him know how I felt. There was someone up saying whatever the fuck they were saying, like during their set, you know, whatever. I was saying all this shit. To fucking Rick Taylor, whatever. Fuck him, but. Most of the audience that night when I was fucking telling them shit because I was like waving my hand like in the back, like dude, they were looking in the back and they're just looking at me and Rick just fucking point fingers at each other and shit, you know, and like they're just ignoring what the fuck this is. So like I don't know, man. Like I'm not saying like I'm out doing that shit on purpose or like we're out trying to wreck rooms or any of that shit. But like, dude, these motherfuckers think that we don't have a mouth of our own, and like, bro, no, I'm not from Seattle, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know,
I just like this is my whole thing. I'm very pro capitalism.
Me too.
I'm pro. This is your business. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You don't want me here. Just tell me that.
Yeah.
Don't make me sit in your room for 2 hours.
Yeah, don't pass a note.
Yeah,
you
don't pass a note to fucking poor little homie.
Come on,
that
man.
fucking you make him do your bidding. You know what I mean? He's like he's like, dude, I'd put you up if I could. Rick just doesn't want you up.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, he could have been so much cooler about that where I wouldn't have taken offense to it, you know? But it was just like, someone said to me too, it's like, oh, it sounds like he just wanted drama. And you're just like, damn, maybe you're right. So
yeah, well, fuck him.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, fuck him for making drama when we could have been grown men about shit because he's like 50 fucking years old. Because he's like, hey, I know you did good last week. And we all know you did. Not to be like all, you know what I mean? Like, we just don't want your style of comedy here.
Exactly.
Just tell me that, and I'll just leave.
And you would have been like, no worries.
Yeah, no worries, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your business.
Not like you would have, dude, yeah,
this
exactly.
This is your money. This is your overhead. I don't fucking know what you're going through.
These people are just there with their fucking assumptions. And that's what made me mad, bro, because I know you on a personal level. And so I got mad because, dude, I'm not going to go back. Like, this fool has kicked me out before. Not kicked me out before, but like, not like, and I'm not going to go into that, but like, just been acting weird over some shit.
No, you know? Over nothing, bro.
So I like, where are we at?
Hour 23, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, we can keep going.
It's up to you, bro.
No, just keep going. But, we're here.
I knew I wasn't gonna come back, and like I don't know, like just not that I knew I wasn't gonna come back because of my actions, but I'm after a year and a half, almost 2 years of doing my style of comedy, I know where I want to be. I know the type of rooms where I want to go to.
No, for sure.
And it's not because of the people that I've met. It's not because like, I pull up with Pierce or Pierce pulls up with me and we do this open mic. Like, no, bro, like I've been doing this shit by my own. Like I know now from living in Washington, like we're kind of to go, you know, like we know the scene now. Yeah. So that's why I fucking said what I said. Yeah, exactly.
We actually, for the first time ever, man, we're kind of pushing whatever scene there is here.
Bro, I was at the Tacoma Comedy Club and it was my first time there. I'll tell me what, I went into the restroom and another comedian who I never talked to, bro, at all. He was like, oh, of course the other comedian with better hair walks in to right now. And, you know, and like,
Jesus
it was just
Christ.
like trying to make stupid ass like bathroom talk, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not going to say his name, but it was cool because like, I don't ever talk to him.
Yeah, no,
and
for sure.
So like to hear feedback and acknowledgement, like, that's cool.
Anything, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
I don't
nice
know if it's because we were in Tacoma.
Yeah, like I said, it's really weird.
But,
like I said, a lot of people say what up to me now that I never thought. And it's like I said what up to some of those people for years, and they just kind of, not for years, but, you know, over a year, and they seem to just kind of ignore me. And it's just kind of nice where it's just like, I just want to keep the peace with people and do the comedy I like to do. So it's like, I'm not really out here legitimately beefing other than when people fucking kind of really disrespect me when I didn't really do anything. Like you opened your doors to stand-up comedy and you fucking know that there's repercussions for people just giving random people microphones. You know what I mean? It's like I've seen wild shit that has happened at our mics, and I'm just like, oh, this is what it is, dude. It's just,
and not once have we walked up to them and been like,
kick them out or nothing. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Though it's just like I knew that was going to happen. You know what I mean?
And the owners do. We don't even own the building. The owners are there most of the time, and they see the shit happening, and they don't give a fuck, bro. And they don't even run the open mic. You know, so I'm 100%.
Like, but that's the thing is like some of these people in the city or something where I'm like, it's
dude.
Like, no offense to Rick, it's like, do you have a bucket where anyone can come in here?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Because like you used to have to go through a screening process to get in there.
Yeah,
and it's like,
there's a reason you're doing this. You're reaching right now.
You're reaching because you need fucking comics.
Yeah.
I've even had other comics telling me, it's like,
business, bro.
Yeah. You're fucking missing out on good comedians. And then you finally have some people that come in
and have good told me same shit.
You kick them out. It's fucking dumb.
I know what comedian you're talking about.
But that's the thing is, it's like, why even open your doors to that? You know what I mean? If he didn't want that there, he should have never made that bucket spot. And that's the type of shit that makes no sense to me. It's like, if you want to keep your vibe there, just keep it small and tight and keep it to the same people.
Comedy.
But you'll never grow. You'll if you don't have people coming in, taking risks and shit and like pushing some sort of bar, the tone is set.
Yeah, dude.
The tone is set for the club.
And you can't control that because at that point, you're just controlling what people are saying, you know?
Well, it's like, dude.
And you can't do that, especially in Capitol Hill when you want everyone to speak their mind and talk about who they really want to be, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, like, don't do that, Rick. Okay.
Yeah, for sure, man. It doesn't make any sense. Well, it's just like, dude, think about it. It's like people, like, there's fucking like some of the biggest clubs in the world, like fucking even Joe Rogan's club. I'm sure it's hard as hell to get on the open mic list. You got to get there so early.
Yeah.
But there's like 3 open mics a night there or week there
because they know.
Yeah, because you have to push the bar. You have to get new people, and you have to get you have to get new people in the door, fresh shit, keep shit going. Yeah. And it's like, dude, your open mic list at Club Comedy before that bucket, which is one night a week is an actual random open mic, and random people can go and do it. And all the other lists, the open mics that you call them, are cherry picked of all the same comics that you like over and over and over and over again, all the same people.
Dude,
never new people. It's literally just giving those same kids stage time over and over again. And it's like, good for them. I'm glad they get the stage time.
Yeah, and good. You have a list full of comedians that represent your club. Awesome, bro. But I'm sure deep down inside, they feel like shit because they don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? Or they get paid, but it's like, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Not only do they get paid, bro, it's just like, dude, there's that momentum. I know you know the momentum with comedy. It's like, dude, you have to have someone come in and like at least murder once to like get the vibe. It'll like make other comedians funnier. It's like, you know what I mean? You set some tone, you loosen people up and stuff.
Yeah, because then the comedians are going to be in the back like, oh, I actually can say my joke because they laughed at this, you know?
Warm up the room a little bit.
And that's good. And that's like, positive.
I've seen how those open mics go at fucking Club Comedy on Wednesdays, and no one's warming up the fucking room. Everybody's telling the same jokes they've been telling there for months. Months, the same jokes. Like, I guarantee people have come back to that open mic and like, oh, here's that same fucking kid telling that same fucking joke over and over again. And it's just like, dude.
And now I pay $2 more just to see this bullshit. And that's why Rick notices it. Because, dude, when I first started doing comedy, it was $5 for people to just watch.
Yeah.
Dude, it's $7.
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, it's,
that's
economy.
So weird, dude.
We were just talking about the economy, the recession. Weird. That's where we're going through. It's just like everything's going up, man. And it's just like comedy is like one of those things where it's just like if you don't keep it fresh and stuff, and you're not having like trying to grow,
dude. Yeah, man. You're gonna get everyone he's booking there too, bro. You pointed that shit out. I was like, you're right. This fool has had no one there that I wanted to go and spend $30 and be like, I want to sit right there and be like,
I know kind of. Like, some of the people that like get spot whatever, but it's just like
same, dude,
that club is literally just local Seattle comedians. Yeah, that's all it is.
And people with like
you're
12,000 followers.
It's so
on
funny
Instagram.
The people that fucking
like
get spots.
Literally,
12 like nothing. They don't even
nothing.
Have
you have 13,000 followers on it. Go to Club Comedy Seattle. Okay,
yeah, I'm sure they'll give you a
free
spot.
Advertisement. They'll go there and they'll give you a spot, bro. Try their fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, no, it's like, dude, some of the people getting weekends there. I'm like, dude. Like, I've even said that out loud, and they're like, "Oh, dude, he deserves it. He's been grinding." I'm like, "Really?" Because I never see him out. I'm everywhere, dude. Is he really grinding? You know?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck? Like, it's like the only reason you got that is you've literally sucked that man's dick, or you suck up to him so much, or something. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because even the people I know that fucking whatever about that place, they end up just like, it's just like, oh yeah, I just like work the door. It's like, oh, he swindled you into working a job. Like, you're like, oh, I'm literally now a fucking, I now work here. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm a comedian.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, when you host there, do you notice when people host there, they don't even do comedy. They just host.
For real. Tell me why it's the first time I've ever heard of people that just host there, you know? Like, besides, like, I mean, I've been there when Reese Green, shout out Reese Green, he's hosted, or like fucking Jack Slattery. But I know them, but just
but they're not even doing, like, the reason you host is to get extra stage time, right? Mm-hmm. Am I wrong?
Well, you want your name out there and be like, yo, I like doing this, right? And like, yo, I want, like, so I hear you what you're saying. You want
seems pointless
to host.
If I can't go up after each person and comment about their sets and do a little riffing in between each person.
Isn't that what hosting is?
But they don't do that at Club Comedy. Have you ever seen?
Okay, so do you feel like it's Rick telling them that, or do you feel like it's not their style?
I just think Rick wants you to sit down with the mic and just fucking tell people who's coming next.
Yeah, because we saw who we saw that night just saying, yeah,
not dude. Like host.
Yeah, just talk
like he
some
wants
bullshit.
You to do a job.
Like, yeah,
because like if I was hosting, if I'm going to do that, I want to have the only reason I would do it
is to like make fun of people.
You get $50.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
dude.
So I have to sit here all night and pull names out of the bucket. I don't get the riff or do nothing.
Yeah,
there's no point in doing that.
That's so cool that you point that out, because when I look at hosting, I think of that as well, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make fun of this person, you know, to keep the laughs going, and then introduce the next comic.
Yeah, but that's not happening at Club Comedy. When have you ever seen those hosts at Club Comedy intervene? When you've been the laughs? When someone's hosting, those people don't do anything. They sit in the back with a mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know if that's the whole way of Seattle, but
I don't know it is, but it's not hosting.
Yeah, it's not.
that's a job. Reading a list from names and saying, give it up for this, or literally lying to a whole crowd of people, being like, this next comic, hilarious. You know what I mean? It's like, you're lying.
Yeah. You're just saying some bullshit.
And you are not going to pay me money to sit and lie and be like, your next comedian is very funny. Come into the stage. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn to get good at that. I want to learn to be good at comedy. I don't want to learn to lie to a crowd and tell all this fucking the next faggot that's coming up on stage. I know,
because there was one time we were at our mic, Pearson, you called me out on that shit because I was like, I think it was like the second time I seen John Banning or someone. I was like, someone, John. Yeah. I was like, John Banning, like he's super funny, and you were like, that's what we're doing, David. We're just sucking people's dick. Yeah,
we're just lying. We're just lying.
I was like, oh, right, like, you're right.
We're trying to build a reputation and bring a crowd. And you think lying to these people is how you get them to stay? Because that's fucked up. I know the people that like my comedy.
Dude, Pierce gets it with me too.
I know the people that like my comedy, dude. No, they like my comedy because I'm going to tell them some sort of truth.
That shit was so hilarious.
It's like I don't want to fucking sit in line. It's like, how about this next comedian coming to the stage? I don't know who the fuck it is.
Yeah,
and we'll see if they fucking prove themselves to me. How about that?
Yeah, we need to start saying that.
Don't know this next comedian, but hope he's fucking funny because if he bombs like the fucking last 10 comedians, I'm sorry.
And it's so funny because, okay, we should start saying that. But there was this one time where I wrote on the open mic sheet, I was like, sign up, you piece of trash.
Yeah.
And one comedian just got so butthurt and did not come to the open mic for like 2 months. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's like, dude,
and it's like that type of shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck? It's a trash bucket. We're pulling names out of a trash bucket. Yeah, like they put it together. It's a metaphor. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong?
Our open mic.
Yeah. You do suck. You know? Like,
it's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. But by acknowledging that you suck makes you a little funnier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you got to be able to humble yourself a little bit. You can't fucking sit in some fucking egotistical shit being like, well, I'm fucking. It's like, it's comedy, so dude. You got to have like, unless you're fucking like Dave Chappelle, you cannot be like, have this crazy ego. You know what I mean? Dude, it's like, tell me why everyone that's like treated me like shit at some point in comedy, you know what I mean?
Think there's someone.
Well, it's like beyond that, it's like I've now somehow built relationships with them. It's like whatever. It's like Dino Dad, or even like now, like I'm, it's like I'm not begrudgingly holding shit against fucking what's his name, from fucking Chieftain. You know what I mean? And just like all, it's just like I'm not with the drama, dude.
I'm not with the drama either, bro. I'm not.
Yeah,
until it comes to me, and then I'm like, all right.
Well, it's like, what did I do to you? You know what I mean? Because I've had drama come to me, and it's like, what did I do? Other than fucking you open your door. Yeah. It's like you open your doors to let people come in and say crazy shit. And you think that, like, it's like, yeah, I might say some crazy shit, but like, I'm not here to like start fucking problems. You know what I mean? It's like you open the door to comedy. Maybe you shouldn't be hosting a comedy show, or at least if you're host a comedy show, how about you say like LGBT free friendly comedy or something real gay shit?
And what's funny, dude, is these people that have kicked us out of fucking mics, they feel like they can open up their mouth and say something to us and be like, and act like it's gonna even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
so many people.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, that's exactly what I did on the open mic, dude. I opened up my mouth and I acted like it wouldn't matter. So you're sitting here telling me this bullshit that doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna go home, bro, and I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna masturbate tonight. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna like not think about this. And you're gonna fucking sleep thinking you control a little part of the comedy scene.
Yeah, no, for sure. But no, dude, that's the thing. Is like some of these people do legitimately want control over the scene. Like that's why I feel like I've been kicked out of places and stuff. And it's like, whatever, man. It's not my fucking shit, whatever. But it's like, I wouldn't do this to you.
No, I wouldn't do that either. And make you feel like that, bro. Like, I'm a person too, you know? Like,
what's the thing? Even when people started hella drama with even the shit with Rick, bro, like, that's why I just left, bro. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
It's like, I don't want to fucking, like, you know what I mean? Because if I start fucking acting up and create a persona, it's like, oh, maybe people will be like, oh, Pierce is an asshole. It's like, no, dude, I'm not like this. Like, you know? Like, I am a human being with feelings and emotions, and my feelings do get hurt. And it's like, I'm not going to act like when some of these people did kick me out, like, yeah, dude, my feelings definitely got hurt. You know?
No, they do. Yeah, exactly. But
I almost didn't want to
get to you, but at the same time, it's like.
But that's like, I almost didn't want to do comedy at one point over because I thought everyone hated me, and I just had to power through it and be like, man, I just like to do stand up. You know, like, I like doing this. I like fucking doing pods. I just want to do something that lets me express being myself and like. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like hang out with people that want to hang out with me because I'm generally being myself.
You know what most people in Seattle are trying to do? The exact same thing you're trying to do is get people to understand them.
Yeah.
Is get people to accept them. Get people to accept like what they say. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we're trying to do, bro. And you like, everyone wants to come at us. And
that's the thing too, is a lot of these Seattle kids that have like treated me weird and shit. It's like they don't realize how much like we are the same. you know, just like with like what we want people to understand us. We want to learn how to be ourselves. And like, I guarantee that's just like a lot of comedians are searching for that, but they all go about it in different ways. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, totally different ways. And it all applies to how they grew up. You know
for sure.
And how they take that journey and how to figure out
I feel like comedy, like at least to me, is like, is you truly are like, when you get a good laugh and stuff, it's like, oh man, you get like this weird gratification of like, I feel accepted.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the most overwhelming feeling that I've ever had. Like, it's like more than like a girl sucking my penis and telling me she loves me.
I was just gonna mention that. I was like, dude, it's up there with sex.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Insane. Like, just the gratification you get from a pop in the room. You're like, oh shit, everyone felt me for a moment. Dude, like, we were like, me and a group of people, like someone was putting down what I was saying, because you feel so misunderstood like your whole life.
How many jokes I wrote just like after I masturbated, or like after like I took a shit, and they've worked in a club, and I'm like, damn.
Well, that's like, dude, it's so funny. I was listening to like a fucking like one like this podcast with some comedians, and he's like comedy's not like this thing where like, you know, like I sit and write bits and stuff. It's like I get fucking really fucked up or something something happens, and then then something happens, and now I have a joke.
Dude, yes, bro. That's why a lot of that real trauma shit is so much gold.
But he was like, you know what I mean? He was like, little Jimmy, he's like, dude, I'm not out here like, it's not like, it's like, dude, shit just happens.
No, we're not out here, bro. Me and you are not out here trying to write the best joke and be I'm gonna try to make these people. Like, no, dude, it's just like, we just go up there and talk about our lives, bro. 100%,
you know? And try to get laughs from it.
We know it's funny. Like, that's it.
But that's what I'm saying, is just like, I think there's like a leg up on people that love that off, like, because like I think a lot of people just appreciate that authenticity of shit. Because like I said, it's like I went from getting immense hate, bro. I mean, so much hate. I felt like I was like the most like renegade fucking comedian in the scene at one point, just because I was like, I was the only one out there that much, like swinging, and it's just like,
and I feel like it almost became a thing to just be like, oh yeah, Pierce is whack.
No, dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I felt like it did.
Yeah,
I felt like it did,
and I got thrown into it because I'm always with you. You know what I'm saying? And they think like together. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, definitely. And I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, whatever, you know. Like, you guys could hate whatever the fuck you guys want. Like, I grew up differently.
No, for sure.
I dude, for sure. I feel that for you, bro. I felt.
Yeah, I do. Because like, that's the thing. That's what maybe is like. Because some people are like, oh no, dude, you're just in your head that everyone hates you. I'm like, no, man. I've had legitimately like multiple people tell me about other people talking shit about me, and I've other people just talking shit to my face, and like I kind of just stayed impartial, where I was just like, I'm not really like yeah, I would talk shit about them, but just like in a fun way, you know, not in a way where I was like, I even really was like trying to like come at them about everything. It's just like the only reason I was even coming at them in any way, I was just defending myself. And it's like, this is comedy, dude. Like, we're supposed to talk a little shit, you know? Like, I think it's kind of weird when like people get really like, it's like, what are you gonna do if you do pop and like have some sort of a career and you're like, shit's on the internet, and like my shit's been on the internet. I have 70 followers. I had a clip get like 6 comments deep of just people roasting me. You know what I mean? This clip had fucking 2,000 views, and motherfuckers just felt like they needed to tell me I was fucking retarded.
Yeah, wherever they were at, on their shift, on their break,
yeah, it's
like anywhere, dude. Like with their kids, like they were like, "Nah, fuck PJ."
Fuck
yeah, they were like, "I gotta let them know." Like,
no, it's like, dude,
and that's great.
But no, but you as a comedian, I feel like part of the job is dealing with that, being able to compartmentalize that. Like, hey, you put yourself out there.
Yep.
This is the reaction that you got, and that you might get a lot of the time.
You know how much bullshit I got for my joke about drowning crackheads in Seattle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like comparing it to what Dwight Eisenhower did in the 50s with the Mexicans. Yeah, so like, dude, some people commented on my TikTok. They were like, yeah, you could tell no one fucking understood it because no one laughed, or like, or like he was like, he would be doing this at an open mic or some shit like that, you know. And it's like,
though, you got to deal with that criticism.
Dude, look it up, you know?
It's like literally part of the gig, and if you can't deal with the criticism, that's like what I learned when everyone was talking shit and I wanted to stop. I was like, well, this is just gonna happen anyway. Mm-hmm. You know,
you got to get used to it.
You just gotta fucking, like, if I want to do comedy,
I think that breaks people.
Yeah, I think it does too. I feel like I've broken some people because I've said some shit to them after them saying some shit to me, and I haven't seen them out as much.
Weird.
You know? Or I'm like, dude, I didn't mean to be the person to break you, but it's just like you were trying to break me. So
oh yeah, and I can play that game too. Like fuck off.
It's like motherfucking. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not out here fucking like I don't want truly, dude. Even the gayest of comedians, like not figuratively homosexual, but like some of these kids that are super liberal or whatever. It's like, dude, if they want to go up and do their comedy, I 100% believe that they deserve to be able to do it. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think it's funny, I don't really fucking care or agree with anything they're saying, but I still believe that they should be able to go up and do their shit. And that's the thing that I don't feel similar about. Like, it's just like...
And when have you ever sat back, or myself, and been like, I have something to say to him after his set?
Never.
Never, dude.
Never, bro. Dude, especially if I didn't like it, dude. If I don't like your comedy, I try to stay so far away from even talking about it to that person indirectly, because I know how fragile comedians are. Like, yeah, if I'm sitting with the homie, I might fucking like talk a little shit and have a little fun. Like, that bit was horrible. Or I might laugh at you on stage when you bomb, but I'm not going to sit and be like, dude, that was fucking horrible, because that's so mean. You know what I mean?
Dude, on the next pod, I want to like interview people and be like, have you ever dealt with this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, dude, what
has
we're
anyone
talking about
ever fucking like came to you in Seattle? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
what we're talking about right now is strictly some comedy bullshit. Like, I don't think the person on a daily day basis. Maybe they do.
Not
I don't know.
A person on a daily day. I'm saying like bringing someone we know from the comedy scene.
Oh yeah.
And been like, you've lived here in Washington your whole life. Has someone ever come up to you after your set and been like, you can't come up here anymore, or you can't say that here? You know,
I feel like very few comedians have.
I know it's a thing throughout the whole comedy community.
Yeah, I feel like
America,
I feel like, but depending on like I guarantee there are comedians that have been like kicked out of places, like 100%. I've seen it happen.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it happen, but I feel like it's far few in between, because a lot of them see it happen to other people, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to take that risk," you know, and that sucks. So it's just like I said, it is what it is, because it's like, I don't know. It's like I said, it's like I defended what's his name, even though he was fucking doing jokes about being like a fucking rapist and shit.
Oh yeah,
and like it's just like he didn't defend me. You know?
No.
He didn't defend me when it came to, and it was just like, you know, I thought he would have, but it's just like, you know what I mean? You can never expect that from people.
Yeah, no,
and it's like, it's fine, whatever. You don't have to defend me, bro, but
yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even trying to say it just would have been nice, because it's he's saying fucked up shit, and it's just like he almost backpedaled on it. I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, no, like, he's doing nothing with his life. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I know. Yeah. I just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying though, it's just like you don't really know where a lot of these comedians sit, you know,
until shit pops off like it did.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, okay. Like, I let your bitch ass in my house. I let most of the comedy community in my house, bro, when I was throwing the house shows, you know, in my fucking apartment. And some of these people know where I fucking live, you know, but I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, and you guys want to act that way, and like,
I mean, a lot of what the fuck? Like, the one thing about the comedy scene where it's like a lot of these people are just really soft around here. So that's like why I try to, it's like I do my sets and like whatever. It's just like, it's a fucking bunch of theater kids, man. You know what I mean? Like, I used to, I don't want to be like I used to bully those
30 theater kids.
Yeah, I don't want to be like I used to bully kids like that when I was younger, but it's like, you know,
I didn't do that, but I for sure made fun of them. Like, you know,
I don't think I was like legitimately like a bully, like beating them up or anything, but I definitely just like would talk shit.
Hell yeah, I did that too, bro.
Because like, I don't know, I was just like, I always talked shit.
And to be honest,
just growing up from the East,
like, doing stand-up comedy, like, it's like in the back of my head too, like I've always wanted to try acting, but like once I started doing comedy, dude, it's so different. Like, now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying, and now that I'm doing more comedy, I'm like, I don't know if I could.
Comedy has an authenticity to me that acting
it's so unique.
Yeah, I used to like I was like forced to be in like plays and stuff when I was a kid, and like church and shit, and I really hated acting.
Oh, you did plays in church?
Yeah, in church. I did like church acting.
Wait, so you grew up Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I grew up Catholic, Christian, bro.
Like, I know I make jokes about being a Jew, but yeah, like basically my great grandmother was like in the Holocaust or whatever, and then she came over and had like 20 kids and like converted to Christianity and shit. And then like everyone.
Well, you were saying a lot of people were doing that at the time because they were scared of.
Well, I think it's just like people just like were so broken from the Nazi shit where they're like they want to just kind of just like they don't even want to be Jewish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't even want to like accept that heritage. Like where she's like, I'm gonna get with a European man and have kids with him to try to get these kids as far as away from being Jews.
Blend in.
Yeah, blend in.
Yeah. It's crazy because America will put that pressure on you, huh?
I think not only the pressure, but it's just imagine being in like an internment camp and being like beaten and like starved and almost killed and shit. You're like, man, if I ever
you said your great grandma?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was.
I say my grandma.
Okay.
Because it's just easy.
Mom, right?
Yeah, mom's mom. Yeah. I always say my grandma when I say it, just because like in whatever, it's like I don't need to explain to you that's like my great grandmother or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, dude. Exactly.
But I'm like I don't know, maybe almost half like from Hebrew Jewish descent, but like not practicing Jews, like not like Hanukkah type Jews,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like my great grandmother was raised in all that and whatever, but like my grandma and everybody was already converted over to fucking Christianity by the time I was born.
And then obviously, that was passed on through generations.
Yeah, and so I did the Christian shit. So, but it's like
but
you
are at least.
Yeah,
well, are you half Jew, or what would you say you're?
I mean, like according to my blood, I'm like 40-50% like Hebrew, Jewish, whatever, and then I'm like the rest is like Hungarian.
Hungarian from
Hungary, like Europe.
But is it like where does that come from?
Not really sure, man. I just know it's Hungary. Yeah. It's a European country. I don't really know too much about it, to be honest.
Yeah, you're a big ass Jew.
Not a lot of people fucking taught you, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, I would say that I look more Hungarian than I do Jewish, but Hungarians are tan like Jewish people. So it's like I kind of just naturally have like olive skin tone. Like I'm not like your run of the mill white.
Yeah, because you're white. You look white, but it's like you have that.
Dude, if I sit out in the sun and tan, I get real dark. Like my cousins that are Hungarian, dude, there's been times where I've seen them tan and they literally look like I was like, who the fuck is that fucking black bitch downstairs? You know what I mean? I'm like, that's your cousin Ashley. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, she's just been tanning for the past couple weeks, Oh
my god.
Like I can tan dark, bro. Like real dark. I've just been in this city and I'm just pale from lack of sunlight and shit.
Same here. I
get real fucking tan.
I can turn to dark Mexican in Cali.
Basically, I'm like because like Hungary and Hungarian people are like European, and like basically like that's what Hitler was trying to stop was like the Jews intermingling with European people. Mm-hmm. So I'm like what Hitler didn't want, which was a European Jew.
He's like, I'm what Hitler didn't want.
Yeah, I'm like literally a product of what he was trying to stop.
Oh shit, Pierce.
Yeah, I know that's kind of funny, but it is
your life gets more interesting every time I hang out.
Yeah, it's just it's what he was trying to stop because he didn't want the fucking Jews mixing with like the pure blood race.
Shit, well he didn't stop it.
He did not, dude. He did not. He didn't do shit. We can see where we're at. We might be able to just fucking.
Yeah, I'm done.
1 hour and 51 minutes.
It's the longest.
It's the longest pod we've ever done. Well, we're out of here. Fuck it.
See you later, buddies. Hell yeah.